Scott, could it actually happen? Dude, it's hopeful, but very doubtful. Bully fans finally get a little bit of good news. I don't know. We'll see. Tyler Fisher over comicbook.com. It's easy. It's not easy being a Bully fan, that's for sure. Bully fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to the PS2 game. Scott, did you ever play Bully?
Actually, I did. I'm glad you asked, because I think I played it at about 2016, about a decade late.
Did it hold up to that standard then?
It did. It really did. I had a friend that was kind of poking it at me the whole time, finally jumped in, and I loved it. I can't believe I waited that long.
Yeah. They haven't just been waiting, though. They have been tormented by countless rumors of a revival and reports of not one, but multiple sequels that have been canceled over the years. It hurts, man. I'm telling you, if you've played Bully, you know what this feels like. Whether Rockstar Games will ever make good on this, who knows? At this point, probably not. It's been 18 years since the release of Bully. Dude, I bet you they haven't forgot about it, right? Because they get us, the fans, talking about Bully in spurts all the time. So all of a sudden now, Bully's back in conversation, right? It is one of those things, we always keep bringing it up because it is one of their beloved games. I can't even call it a franchise anymore because it's not. It was just one game. But everybody loved it so much that we're like, where is another one? Where is a sequel? Yeah, where is a remake, right?
Oh, even when things like Max Payne got 3 games, can we please get a Bully?
Oh, that's just, absolutely. Each year that passes, it is harder to imagine a sequel releasing and harder to imagine Rockstar Games breaking its pattern of alternating between GTA and Red Dead. Oh, there's no doubt about that. There's a little bit of good news for fans of the game, though. After being previously removed, the game's original soundtrack, or at least most of it, is back on Spotify, giving a nostalgic trip down memory lane. The soundtrack has been uploaded by Sean Lee, the composer of the game. It includes classics like Welcome to Bulworth. Man, there's just so many good things about this soundtrack, the game. But where is another one? Where is a remake, Scott? It is interesting to see the songs return randomly after previously copyright issues. Does it mean Rockstar Games is doing something with Bully? Maybe. Another re-release, remaster, or even a remake could also be in the pipeline. Linking this to a potential sequel is harder work, unless some of the music is going to return in the sequel, which is possible. That said, any type of return of the original could point to a sequel, because if a sequel is ever made, Rockstar Games will probably do something with the original first, which I think is warranted. In a world, Scott, where Grand Theft Auto fans are finally getting GTA 6 and rumors point to something happening, hold the phone. Rumors point to something happening with Red Dead Redemption 2. It is nice to see Bully fans get a win, even if it's a tiny one. Dude, what is happening with Red Dead 2? What is going on there?
Yeah, that's a big question. I think that's kind of some wishful thinking at this point.
I think so.
Just right towards the tail end of the idea, well, maybe Red Dead, why not? But when we're talking about Red Dead Redemption, why don't we go to Red Dead Revolver and bring some of those back from the future, or from the past, I mean, and kind of modernize that? That would be much more ripe for a remaster, just like Bully is. Can't deny that. Everybody wants another Bully. This is somewhat of a small win, getting these music tracks back on, and they do have nostalgia tied to them. Even though I played it so late after release, I loved it, but I'm not sure if that's a strong enough signal, because although it is an 18-year-old game, and that is notable that something's coming back, I play Command & Conquer Red Alert with my brother, and I bring that up often. And part of that is because those soundtracks are also on Spotify. And that's a 20-year-old game as well. So I'm not sure if this exactly means that there's an indication, as much as the fans will clamor for it. And that's our best chance. This being a sign, everybody makes noise, Rockstar has to listen. And well, if we're lucky, maybe they'll just put Grove Street Games on it and put out a remake.
Don't do that. It's interesting that the composer put the soundtrack back up. I think that's it. If it was done, and they're like, just let it go. like it doesn't matter anymore, but maybe it actually does. Maybe there is something that goes into, hey, we need to put this back on here because we're going to use some of this licensed music in a remake. You can't, I don't think they can do a sequel yet, honestly. After 18 years, Scott, right? It's been so long that let's start over. Let's do a remake of the game. Get fans into what everybody's been talking about for so long. Dude, I would play that all over again in 2 seconds flat. Like, I wouldn't, there's no hesitation. Just take my money. At this point, honestly, anything Rockstar does, they can just have my money anyways. But granted, when it gets to Bully, I'm like, yeah, right, pretty well, dude. You know how many times about GTA Online or GTA 5? God. But yeah, I'm there.
I'm surprised they haven't released a VR version of it to sell GTA 5 again.
That'd be an interesting.
My biggest concern for Bully, however, is I don't think you could do just a remake. I think it has to be a remaster and to keep it original.
Really?
Because I think it's a timepiece, and I think because it mainly, if you were to remaster, or sorry, if you were to remake it and make it more modernized, there's two issues I see. Number one is that no kid in the world could survive a bully like we used to deal with in today's day. And it would be so hard to make something relevant to today's era that wouldn't just feel like a, you know, a grandpa's school.
Yeah. It's I think I'm on the other side of it. I think it needs to be a remake from the ground up. We're starting to see a lot of these remakes from the ground up hit and innovate and then push the control scheme forward, right? There's a lot of things that they can do to bring back the nostalgia and put the little tidbits, follow the story. Like, the story is a story, right? But at the same time, make a point of going back to the original, but bring that up to a modern standard and then getting everybody ready for, hey, now that this is done, we're also working on the sequel. You have GTA 6 now, right? At this point, we'll have GTA 6 here. It's coming out next year. It's going to make a ton of money. Do they ramp up now for Red Dead Online finally to get to the where that was supposed to be taken? Like, dude, there's a ton of content they have planned for that. GTA obviously kind of takes the reins from anything and make sure that all hands are on deck for that. But once that's settled down, once that dust has settled a little bit for GTA, there could be that possibility, or they have another smaller team working on a remaster or the remake for Bully to bring us into that next phase for Bully. And then, dude, I'm such a Red Dead fan. I'm such a Red Dead Redemption 1, 2 online fan. Like, I'm 200-300 hours, right? Like, bring me back into Red Dead Online. That's all I want to do. And I just want to live and breathe in that world. And I was there for a very long time. And then they just stopped doing anything. Dude, they came out with a Halloween pack. I crushed that thing in 7 days. It wasn't very big, but I crushed it because I'm like, yo, I just realized that they actually updated something here. I didn't
reason to play the game again.
Exactly, right? They had no reason for anything. There was just updates, quality of life fixes, just whatever, maintenance, but no actual content. I just saw there's the Hunter's rewards this weekend coming up. Like, so double XP. Man, I crushed the Hunter role like a year ago, 2 years ago. That's the first thing I did. So what else can we do? When you take a look at what GTA does and how they dude, they just dropped more content for GTA Online.
I had a thought that's worrisome. What if this is just a GTA 5 online update? Or, even worse, what if this is just the Bully coming to Fortnite?
Oh, man. Yeah, no. What if Bully's in GTA 6?
That would be cool. Actually, I think Bully is set in the late 80s, early 90s. Nobody has a cell phone, if you'll recall. So it could perhaps work if you did a remake, but kept it logged in the 80s, in the 90s, whatever.
I don't know, man. Like, it's just hopeful wishing, right? Everything out of Rockstar, everybody just waits with bated breath to see what happens. Maybe one day we'll actually get the remake, but I think they need to start over to build that new fan base for Bully to get ready for a sequel.
I know, it's funny. I'm the girl in the dirty pictures, ha ha.
Get away, foul vision of hell! Sheesh.
It's all downhill from here, my friend.
That's it.